between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And here we go from L.A. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Mahomes escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Looking quickly here. Air it out on 3rd. That's caught in stride by Rice. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Here's Mahomes now. This time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's 2nd down. Too early to go back to that well, partner. They were still locked in on him after his gain on that previous snap.
Yeah, and they defended this one far better than the last one. Some renewed focus and bodying them up. You know, as a defender, you have got to separate that receiver from the ball.
So the hurry up here.
A 5-yard pickup.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. They get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And it's going to be first down Chiefs.
A gain of 9 yards. And a first down Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes. He's going to keep it this time. And they found something that worked there. Nearly 30 yards on that play. And almost always, that's going to be good for a first.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Walker now from the gun. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw Mahomes. Caught on the slant. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Smith has the Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11. So we're through one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Stafford now. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
A 2nd down throw from Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Another run for Williams. And he is stopped. They get to him inches from a touchdown. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More football from SoFi in just a moment. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Point after is good by Mevis. And they answer in kind. We're tied, 7-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. It's Bashard Smith now with the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Gronk gets 2nd down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line. This is Walker on 2nd. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line. On 3rd down, Walker. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a 1st down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in the line.
A gain of 5.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled on the play by Kuna Ford.
38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down, Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, great work by the defense there, Brock. Coverage, keeping things tight downfield, even as he extended the play, and as a result, they pick up the INT.
And the eyes were bigger than the stomach on that throw. It was as if he was committed to it right when he left the pocket. But if nothing opens up, you're going to pay for trying to make a throw that simply isn't there.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And 5.
As the reams of data have really grown, Kate, and this game is becoming more analytical by the Sunday, I think we have learned that running volume matters. You can't get away from the run game, especially after a negative play. I like that call.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down.
4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
That's going to catch the crossbar and be sent backwards. No good. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Well, that fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
Throwing is Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now it's Mahomes. Hitting his throw is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He finds Worthy, complete. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
His kick is
that
good.
one right down the middle.
Makes the score.
And they've broken this tie.
14.
They've taken a 7-point lead.
Rams 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. To throw, Stafford. Gets everything he has under this one. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Pushing it here to try to at least get into field goal range, Brock, but no yardage there, and they lost some valuable time on that play, too.
One of the keys here as well is, are those receivers going to try to run it back and go again, or do you find a substitute off that sidelines? Because I don't think they're done taking their shots downfield.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Stafford. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. All right, so they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Stafford to pass here on 2nd down. That's caught by Williams. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Rams, 1st down.
Give to Williams from the gun. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Now run here with Blake Corum. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll turn to Corum on third down. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that gives LA the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I don't know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Makes the catch. And a dive. It's in. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee from 11 yards out. Mevis now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And we're back square, 14 apiece here. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Back to throw Mahomes. Jump off caught by his back. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 34 yards.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
He gets it again to Walker. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on second down. Hand off to Walker from the gun. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Offensive line fast. Staying with Walker. And they answer. Touchdown Chiefs. Kenneth Walker in from 18 out. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not only sinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that will bring up the Rams first down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Running right, it's Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw wheeled in by Higbee. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good. Rams. First down. First and 10.
Here's Stafford.
39-yard line.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Devontae Adams. A 39-yard score.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And we are tied at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's caught in stride by Rice. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Rams at a man to the secondary. 3rd down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes now. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Xavier Worthy. It's a gain of 6. First down, Chiefs.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chiefs with a little more work to do to win it here. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They give up the gut to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in the line.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 49-yard line.
Mahomes throwing here on 2nd. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete.
The good news there is he got the ball out of his hands and did not take the sack. The bad news is he's got to collect himself, regroup after that big hit, and make sure they find a way to execute.
Throwing now. And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to 4th down.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones that put this away. They're going for it. Now to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Brought in, inside the 20. And the drive continues with a chance to score now. Fourth down play takes them all the way into the red zone. Not a distance you see a lot of conversions from, Brock, but on that play, these guys able to defy the odds.
They sure were, and that defense now has got to regroup because I think mentally you get to that down in distance, you feel like you're off the field. Now they've got to respond defensively.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57 as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Eagles.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that point.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
15 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Coverage defensively.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
12 yards. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
And Walker once more. And some room to run now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Brashard Smith, 37 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker on target. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles nothing. Harrison Butker in the kickoff 14-6.
Butker now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. It's caught. Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Returnable here from the 38. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. He gets tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 29, here's second down and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Walker. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Again, Walker. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14. Eagles 0.
Butker now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Barkley, inside handoff. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. A 1st down carry for Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Arrowhead. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense in a hurry up here.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working on second down. Mahomes fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just third down now.
Brings up third down.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They'll throw, third and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on down.
I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
This is Henry on second. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
There's one left for Lamar. And he's going to take it in himself. Touchdown, Ravens! Lamar Jackson from 8 yards out. Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
7, Chiefs nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks, you got to keep on throwing. But boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Cincinnati. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he gets home. Touchdown, Kansas City. think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird was in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14 to 6.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it will be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. One drawn up here for Lamar. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses. But not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Caught by Flowers. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First down, Baltimore.
Out of the gun, Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
A draw now. This is Henry. Down on good for 8. Now they've got third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And it's third down.
Turning to Henry on third. Trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up fourth down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter. Ravens in possession. They've left their offense out there, and they're going for this on fourth down. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Hits the 20. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on fourth down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. This is Henry to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. The deep pass comes up big. 41 yards. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That pass pulled in by Henry. And it's going to be fourth down. Great bid for the line. Almost got there, Brock, but just needed that last step or two to pay off. They did not.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise.
And he will finish this in the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Here's Luke for the point after.
Tyler Luke for the extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And we're back square. 14 apiece here.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And almost someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Now it's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Jackson to throw it. Lay it out for this one, and he makes the catch. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Flowers will go in motion left. Lamar back to throw. On the move, headed right. They're after him, and they're going to take him down. Way behind the line of scrimmage. Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is 2nd down and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Lamar chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down. Tyler Luke after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. We get a timeout here now. Still just 1 second left in the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Luke knocks it through. And our first half ends with 3 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Sheen Ali on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Ali on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's third down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Walker on first down. They give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Kansas
First and
City
goal. Here's
Chiefs.
Walker.
First down.
And he barrels across for the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they jump ahead by 4.
21. Ravens 17.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind
Ooh,
the
talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Finds him on the slant. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down. Jackson looking to throw. And this will line up incomplete. So the failure to connect brings up second down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Now they send their back in motion right. On second down, Jackson rolling left, buying some time. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. With 3rd and 10 coming up, they felt comfortable going ahead and declining that penalty. So the incompletion on second down leaves them here 3rd and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Past the line, he's going to run for it. Finishes with a gain of 10 there. That means he's staying out there. They convert on 4.
It's a gain of 10.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running once more with Henry. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down. And in the middle of all that chaos loss in traffic. Look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Third and long for him here. And no luck. That's incomplete, and that means it is fourth down. Now, this just hasn't been the game they've wanted score-wise, Brock, but it has them as a result of that feeling like they've got to keep putting it up and taking chances here till the end.
And I'd say, Kate, right there, that was the kind of chance. When you get a one-on-one, you've got to find a way to win it, but this defense is doing their job. I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
These runs, you get maybe a couple of them a game, right, Kate? He breaks that one, and we see him start the foot race. I think we were all rooting for the touchdown just a little bit. That's the type of effort that deserves to finish it in the end zone.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs clinging to a 1-point lead. Second down now, 7 to go. Before the play clock can expire, we've got a timeout called by Andy Reid. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, they need 7. Staying with Walker. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Third and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here he is to throw. He gets it to Rice. They'll have the first down and even more. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. All set now. First and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one.
2 yards.
That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Running with Walker again. Finds a big lane. And he has the Chiefs first down there, Brock. And the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.